Hi, today we will discuss the Gulf Cooperation Council. As you may observe in this is the logo of the council, and you may recognize this particular area, right? This is where you have Saudi Arabia, and you have some other countries too over here. And you may notice that this is the map, while the area with the map it is encased in a sort of hexagonal structure, right? It has six sides. Okay, let's start with this. See, please subscribe to my channel. Please like my content, share them, and leave your feedback or your ideas in the comment section. Now, let's have a closer look at the Gulf Cooperation Council. This is made up of six members, all of which are monarchies. Let's have a look. Of course, you can see that the biggest one is Saudi Arabia. Then you have Oman, United Arab Emirates. United Arab Emirates are made up of seven emirates which are clubbed together, and all these emirates have their own individual monarch. Then you have Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait. One, two, three, four, five, six. So you have your six members, all monarchies. It's established in the year 1981 and is headquartered in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. See, if you do a Wikipedia search or an online search of it, there are times when you would find that the headquarters is Kuwaiti city, which is not true. Okay, so please be careful that you don't get misled. The headquarters is at Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. Now, in this only you would find that in this area, one country, that is this one, is notably not a member. This country is Yemen. Now, if you consider the possible future membership, there are three. One is Jordan over here. Then you have Morocco, which cannot be shown over here because it is on the left side, or almost kind of on the left end of the African continent. This over here is what this is the African continent. This is Africa. It's on the left end of it. And then third is Yemen. These three, Jordan, Morocco, and Yemen, are possible members of the future. Now, this is not that popular, but the Gulf Cooperation Council also has a military arm, and they are referred to as Peninsula Shield Force. They have been in existence since the year 1984. Mind you, this council came together. It was established in the year 1981, and its military arm was established in 1984. This was primarily meant to be a trade bloc. They wanted to do trade together, enable smooth trade together. And you can imagine all these countries are very, very rich. They have a lot of money coming in from oil. And initially, they had even thought about having a united currency, just like European Union has the euro. These countries in the Gulf Cooperation Council had initially thought that they will have a united currency as well. However, they had set some deadlines for it themselves, and it never panned out. The deadline came and went, and that never happened. So right now you have a trade bloc which has six different currencies. They have their own individual currencies, but their cooperation and everything is going on. Now, the highest decision making entity of GCC is the Supreme Council, and it is made up of heads of state. See, in this, if you remember, we discussed that all of them are monarchies. So you can imagine that the highest decision making entity, the Supreme Council, is made up of the kings of each of these entities. Now, all of them have one vote each. Now, this is quite noteworthy. See, you may notice that the size and the importance of all of these countries might be quite different. Saudi Arabia would have a hold of weight since it is the land of Mecca and Medina, and UAE. Saudi Arabia is not that big economically, but UAE is a economic powerhouse, so is Qatar. However, each of them have the same vote. Now, decision on important issues require unanimous approval. See, this is important because when it is important issues, they need unanimous approval. Whereas if it is issues on procedural matters, where matlab, if it's not that very important, they just require a majority. It kind of makes sense, right? If it's very important, it has to be unanimous because there are only 6 members. And if it's just procedural matter, they require a majority. No. The presidency rotates based on the alphabetical order of the names of the member states. The presidency rotates based on the alphabetical order, kind of keeps things very orderly. Or alphabetical order of the names of the member states. Excuse me. Despite extensive research, I was unable to find who is holding the presidency right now. And the executive arm in the sense that whatever implements the decision, oversees the implementation of the decisions which are made by the Supreme Council, they are known as the Secretariat. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.